Hi, Andy Biggs here from Arizona's 5th Congressional District, and I'm doing a series of videos about the current continuing resolution slash appropriation slash budget process, which really isn't a process that's going on in Congress today. So let me tell you really what's supposed to happen, and then I'll tell you what a CR is in this video. What is supposed to happen, according to the Constitution, is all spending bills originate in the House of Representatives. And in order to facilitate that, Congress passed and signed into law the Budget Control and Impound Act of 1974. That requires Congress to pass, the House of Representatives, to pass 12 appropriations bills every year. That means that you're taking 12 areas of the federal government, or the federal government is divided essentially into 12 areas. For instance, the Department of Defense. That would be one area. And you appropriate the money. You set the spending bills, and you do that every year by June 30th. That's the requirement under the law. The House of Representatives then sends those 12 bills to the United States Senate. And the Senate then spends the next 4 to 6 weeks working on their side of it, accepting, rejecting, amending, whatever they do. And if they accept all of them as they are, then when we come back the first part of September, we vote those out because the fiscal year ends on September 30th of every year. If the Senate disagrees and files an amendment on any of those bills, then you have a conference committee, and they're supposed to resolve those differences and then get into both houses to pass out by September 30th and get those to the president's desk. That hasn't been done. It's been done only one time in the last 50 years, okay? So that is a huge problem. And what Congress typically does is they end up, instead of taking these 12 single subject bills, they put together, well, they don't put together anything, they just keep the spending package at the last level that there was some modest agreement on. And so they put it into one bill, monolithic spending bill, called a continuing resolution. And that just keeps on going for however long they designate. So you just keep spending at whatever levels. You keep all the policies in place that exist. At the last time you passed any kind of bill with more specificity. Anyway, so what we get to here is the last spending bill that came forward was the Inflation Reduction Act, a bad. That's the levels. That's the levels that you're at, okay? And so when you take the levels that you're at, those are COVID level spending. And with that COVID level spending, what you do is you keep this massive structural deficit in place. In other words, we spend far more than we bring in, and you keep adding to your national debt. So that's the process that we're at now. The House of Representatives passed out 5 appropriations bills. They have work to do on 7 more. Some of those are closer to being done than others, and here we are, the 18th of September, that's the day I'm making this video, and now the proposal is a continuing resolution once again, but they have a shiny bauble attached to it, and I'll explain that in the next video.